The cultural world is primarily about the ordering and bordering of place. In this film, I will evaluate this statement with reference to nature. On hearing the word nature, these are the likely images that will come to mind. This might be regarded as common sense. However, common sense is made of culturally constructed ideals which have been created by the hegemonic authority. These ideals are doxa, which means no other ideal is considered. As recognised by Raymond Williams, the idea of nature contains, though often unnoticed, an extraordinary amount of human history. We can relate our ideals of nature to the Bible and the Garden of Eden. We have been educated to understand that nature is pure, untouched and pristine. However, our ways of thinking about the natural world are powerfully shaped by our time, our place and our culture. As acknowledged by Noel Castry, nature is one of the most widely talked about and investigated things there is. The struggle to get a proper understanding of nature is one of the defining struggles of any era. The hegemonic authority have not only invented this idea of nature, but they have also emphasised on how nature is separate from culture, by segmenting the natural world from the cultural world. This is the nature that was also recognised by Karl Sauer, who saw culture as the agent and the natural area as the medium. This form of ordering and bordering can be seen along the coastal footpath, with fences and gates separating culture from nature. We are constantly being reminded that nature is separate from culture. Nature is labelled by signs, giving the impression that here is nature and here isn't nature, which emphasises on the segmented natural and cultural world. Space is the stuff of power. Thrift 2000. Power is exercised on space. Along the coastal path we are reminded of the rules and orders we are to obey and the accepted behaviour in a certain space. These orders remind us that the dominant authority are exercising their control over this space. Nature cannot be ordered and bordered. Nature is not nearly as natural as it seems. Cultural traces are left all over nature. These clips show the impact of culture on nature, from the cliff tracks to the footsteps in the sand. Nature can no longer be regarded as untouched by culture. As recognised by Sennett, 1990, people are constantly looking to leave a trace of themselves. Whether this trace is to be regarded as harmless, like the footprints in the sand, or harmful, like the car tracks on the beach and the burnt-out fire in the sand dunes, traces tie cultures and geographies together, influencing the identity of both. Places should be understood as ongoing compositions of the traces. Place must be felt to make sense. Davidson and Milligan, 2004. Place emerges as a form of space, one that is created through acts of meaning. Emotions play a key role in the making of a place. In the context of nature, The emotions we feel in a place resists the orders and borders produced by the dominant culture, as these emotions suggest that both culture and nature are dependent on one another. Humans can feel an attachment to place in the form of memories, creating a sense of place. These attachments are unique to the individual, as recognised by Yi-Fu Tuan. Fields of care do not seek to project an image to outsiders, they are inconspicuous visually. The feel of place gets under our skin in the course of the day-to-day contact.
Take me somewhere I can breathe. I've got so much to say.
Certain cultures identify themselves with nature.
In a place I can call mine. In a place I
Kayaking is a culture which is based on nature. Without nature, this culture cannot exist.
can you hear what I hear? It's calling you, my dear.
Kayakers can be regarded as being emotionally bound to the material environment. They are conscious of its identity. While sea kayaking, you are surrounded by nature. It can bring a sense of freedom, as unlike other activities, you are not bordered or having to keep to tracks. Kayakers' reasons for experiencing nature in this way, and the feelings and emotions that they experience whilst on the water, may not be expressed in words. These feelings of insignificance and reflection are non-representational. Emotions are never simply surface phenomena. They are never easy to define or demarcate, and they are not easily observed or mapped, although they inform every aspect of our lives. Other cultural activities resist the rules of the dominant authority. Coasterers are a minority culture who do this by resisting the rules of the coastal path. They climb along the cliff edge, taking advantage of their surroundings, and jump from land to sea. One central way in which cultures of resistance define themselves against the culture of the majority is through the construction of their own zones, their own spaces. McKay, 1996. The cliff edge can be considered as a coasterer's place. Although the hegemonic authority have tried to segment culture from nature by ordering and bordering place, culture and nature are irrevocably intertwined, as seen in this clip taken by Mike Mabry, a local kayaker who came into contact with this seal on a trip around the coast. As acknowledged by McKibben, we are part of nature. We've forgotten how connected we actually are to the fabric of creation.